Hey, it's lit, baby. Let's get it. Friday night gaming podcast, episode 4. I'm your boy Trigun. You can hit me on Twitter at Trigun4848. You can hit me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Trigun411. And now I'm going to introduce you to my co-host, Sai, who likes to row his boat gently down the stream. Sai, go and introduce yourself to the people, bro.
Hey, it's got to be gentle.
Hey, there it is. Nice and easy.
Yeah, you could catch me on Twitch, /Scythex, and on twitter.com/Scythex_. What's up?
Hey, follow this man. He's the GOAT, confirmed. At least in his head. Anyway, we're going to jump right into the podcast. Listen, it's 2018. We're back, ready to rock and roll.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Mazel tov. All that. Hope your Christmas was great. We had a good one, but we're ready to rock 2018. Get on these goals, get to talking about these games. So we're going to jump right into it. Normally, we rock with the podcast on Saturday, even though it's Friday night gaming, but we decided to switch it up. We're going to rock on Sunday, January 7th for this episode, and then we're going to go back to Saturday. So in any event, if anybody's in a live chat, thanks for rocking with us. Let's jump into it. What happened 2 nights ago? Because as you guys know, we play games with all the fellas Friday night. So what happened on Friday night? So we played GTA 5. We completed Heist Act 2. Very controversial. And I'm going to let Sai jump into what happened when we completed that act on the Heist on Act 2. So Sai, tell the people what happened. Get started.
Well, first I want to point out in the setup mission just before the finale, what a disaster that was.
Bruh.
First of all, I got the truck stuck, so we immediately failed. Like we didn't even get to the place yet.
This man pulled up. He pulled up to the mission, got stuck on like the dirt curb, or I don't even know what the hell it was, but the truck got stuck. We died.
Yep, it blew up. We died. We failed. It took us a few tries to get this mission completed. It was a pain, but we got it. And so we're about to start the finale, and the finale is broken up into 3 teams. So team 1 was me. I had to board the submarine, and basically my goal was to just kill all the enemies, and then I had Clifford. Clifford is an AI that Avon, a character in GTA, built. I had to upload Clifford to the submarine's computer so we could take over the sub and make sure it doesn't, launch any nukes or anything on Los Santos. And as soon as I did that, the whole mission went, crazy. It changed the whole like dynamic of the whole heist, and we had to, adapt to it. And Act 3 is going to be pretty crazy, but I'm curious to see where that goes. But team 2, I'm going to let Try take over because that was his team.
Yo, listen. First of all, team 2 was me. I thought the act was going to be crazy. I thought the final finale was going to be nuts, right? So I jump into this VTOL. Now you can fly the VTOL like a plane, or you can switch the rotors to like a helicopter. The Avenger, yeah, is a VTOL type machine. So you can float the rotators up, or you can float them down to fly like a plane. So all I had to do was fly the Avenger, put it on autopilot, and then I had to go into the back to engage the guns, the machine guns, and the missiles. All I had to do was shoot down. It was like horde mode for helicopters. There were helicopters coming at me left and right. I had to shoot them down, and then I had to wait for extraction. Now, to be clear, now usually you guys know Friday Night Gaming, it's me, it's Sai, it's Shansa, and then Gooba, aka G-Dubs. So team 1 was Sai, he rocked it out, he crushed his part. Team 2 was me, I crushed my part. Now, team 3,
the GOAT team.
The GOAT team. Shout out to Shansa and Gooba, aka G-Dubs. The GOAT team, Shansa actually actively got into it. He attacked the pillow so hard, he fortified his rights. Fortified his rights to the money, And then Gooba, tell him what Gooba did.
So Gooba decided to go off on a tangent and do a side quest in IRL. This resulted in him spending more money in real life than actually getting GTA money.
Exactly. So because Shaunsa aggressively attacked those pillows and Gooba decided to have a life and do things in real life.
Dude, Shaunsa attacked the pillows so hard, man.
He got off right before we were about to do the final mission. And Sai wanted to be the good dude and wait, but I was like, hey fam, let's get this money. Sorry guys.
That is actual fact.
Actual facts. So the results of the mission, Sai ended up making $750,000. I ended up making $500K, $500,000, baby. And Shaunsa ended up making $0.00. Gooba actually ended up making $0.00. So shout out to the boys. We're only messing with you. We love you. Shout out to the boys. So that's what happened last night. During 2 nights ago and Friday Night Gaming. Again, reminder, today is Sunday. We're rocking out the podcast. So we're going to move on to our next topic this week in gaming. Sai's going to hit you with what he's been playing. Go ahead and hit him, Sai.
Yeah, so this past week or two, I've been playing a lot of Battlefront 2, having a lot of fun with it. I mean, what's not to love running around with a lightsaber and just slicing people up, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, Star Wars. Go.
The Dawning is coming to an end this Tuesday. The Dawning is a winter event in Destiny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's coming to an end Tuesday. So I jumped on for a little bit this week just to kind of, get some things out of the way that I don't want to miss out on before reset. As we said, we played GTA, and I started FIFA 18, the return of the GOAT. Alex Hunter.
Yes,
Alex
sir.
Hunter back on the pitch.
On the pitch, sir.
On the pitch. The story is picking up right where it left off with 17, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you, Tribe, but there is some.
Don't cover my ears.
There's some shit, buddy.
Damn, Playboy.
It's a good story. So far, it's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and I can't wait because me and Sai actually rocked out 17 when they originally put the Alex Hunter story in, which was actually phenomenal. And I can't wait to pick up FIFA 18. Check that out. I'll probably pick that up in 2020. In any event, so that's what's up. So this is what I've been doing this week in gaming. And again, my gaming time is like, I feel like it is my time, just because I have real life stuff going on, my gaming time is getting crunched. But because I'm a hardcore gamer, I'm gonna still do it, and I'm doing it for the people. So I'm gonna keep, grinding my games when I can, even if it's like 5 minutes every 3 weeks. In any event, this is what I've been doing. I've been grinding GTA. I just bought a Coke warehouse in the game, right? Because I had to stop doing that, right? Because during the week I'm searching like how to sell Coke and how to get the product going. Like, whoa, next thing I know, I'm going to be investigated. But I got a Coke warehouse in GTA, so that's finally working. I thought it was a glitch, but it was just a brain glitch on my part. That's the why it wasn't working. So I finally figured that out. I'm also playing the greatest single player campaign of all time in the history of Call of Duty, confirmed by me and me alone. So COD World War II story is
confirmed that weeks ago, buddy.
Hey. So that is actual facts. So I've only played like 3 or 4 of the COD campaigns, but this one, World War II, and I'm kind of a low key history buff, aka nerd. I love the World War II campaign and the narrative, and I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but you get to do covert missions, you get the tanks, you get all that stuff. So that's probably going to be my first game that I'm going to beat this year. So I'm going to try to beat as many games as I can so that I don't have to put Madden 19 on my games beat and then have Black Vegas call me out on Twitter. Shout out to Black Vegas exposing me in 2018. So that's what I'm playing, and so I'm going to try to beat COD and then keep grinding GTA.
That story is so good. And like I said, man, if you're a history buff, you're enjoying this campaign, it has a Band of Brothers feel to it. You need to watch that show. You need to watch it.
Yeah, I gotta check out Band of Brothers for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get on that. And then the next game I'm looking forward to is probably gonna be. I was thinking about actually playing The Last of Us Part 1, the one that came out in the 70s. I'm a little late. Or I was gonna move into the greatest narrative of all time, Edith Finch, confirmed. Anyway, moving.
Rubber Duckies, let's go.
Hey, Rubber Duckies, let's get it. One best narrative.
Simulator 20.
Hey. All right, now we're gonna move on to our next segment called "What's on Your Mind." Now, in this segment, we want you guys to get active in the comment section. Let us know what's on your mind. Go to the comments right now. Drop a few, drop some knowledge on us. What's on your mind? So I'm gonna let Sai get into what's on his mind this week, and then I'm gonna hit you guys up. All right, Sai, go ahead, bro.
All right, so real quick, in March, the Game Developer Awards are coming up. What's the name? Basically,
the Game Developer Awards coming up in March. They do like an award show basically for game developers, and it's kind of like I think they delay it because they want to get all the nominations together because it's more of a kind of a serious thing. So
yeah. I feel like it's kind of late though to do it for last year's games.
Yeah, it is like
kind of late.
Like March is 3 months in, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, but basically, Horizon and Zelda Breath of the Wild is tied for having the most nominations this year, and that's 6 each. We're not going to go through all the categories because we did it for the other game awards back in December, but Horizon needs to win something here. Like the game is way too good to not get one award. I don't even care for what the category is. They need to grab something. I feel like they got snubbed in the last award show. Apparently, I wasn't the only one because I was seeing articles all over like IGN and stuff like, "Oh, Horizon gets snubbed," And
yeah, no, they really did, and they dudes are trolling like Horizon 0 awards. But here's Horizon.
That was you, sir. That was you.
The GOAT troll. Yeah, people were talking about the fact that Horizon got snubbed, and I mean, it definitely, I feel like it should definitely win. It should get some type of recognition, although it is going against the greatest game of all time.
Hey, shout out to BobbyJSherman.
Shout out to BobbyJSherman.
He's in chat right now. He said, he says, but who actually won though?
He said, "Hey, Zelda got that. Zelda's the GOAT," confirmed by Shanta as well.
We got to get some redemption here, Bobby.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah. So, we got to get Horizon a win. I don't care what category it is. It needs something. Because it was a great game, and I'm not going to knock Zelda as much as I troll it, but they need something. They got to get something.
No, they definitely worked hard.
Quickly.
Shout out time, baby.
Heidel, one of our subscribers, had a bone to pick with us because we didn't give him a shout out yet. This dude's a big time supporter, and it was it was kind of funny to see him say it. So I just want to give a shout out.
Yo, let's do it the official way. Go ahead, Simon.
Yeah.
Let's set this thing up.
This is a shout out to the homie Heidel motherfucking Beezy up in the house.
Hey, Heidel, let's go, baby. We out here. Let's get it. Double air horn for Heidel. Yo, appreciate the support, man.
Yes, sir.
Heidel is mad funny. He's supportive of the podcast, supportive of us on Twitch. All around a great dude. So, Heidel, this one's for you.
There it is.
Bro, it's lit. So shout out to Heidel, man. You're the man, bro.
And really with that being said, try what's on your mind, player.
Listen, man. I'm gonna try to remain calm about this, right? So I can get a little crazy every now and again. Listen to me. This is what's on my mind. The movie Bright on Netflix. It's the first major feature That's a Netflix original. So Netflix created, produced it, all that stuff, directed. Netflix, the movie Bright, Will Smith is in it. You need to go to Netflix right now and watch that movie. Listen to me. The movie is a great movie. Some people thought it was okay. Some people think it's good. I think it's a great movie. I happen to be a Will Smith fan, but I can also be objective. Bright was a great movie. It had great character development. It had a great narrative, and I'm not going to spoil it. But
there's a lot of controversy behind this movie.
Yo, a lot of controversy. And here's the thing. Metacritic gave it a score of 29. From 0 to 100, it got a 29 though. I don't think so. A 29 is the type of score where you really hated the movie. It's the worst you've ever seen. And I got to be honest with you. This is kind of what's on my mind. Will Smith, in recent years, in the last 5-6 years, Will Smith has been getting slandered by Hollywood, and the theory is that he pissed some critic off in Hollywood or whoever. There's a conspiracy theory out there that he pissed someone off because they destroyed the movie After Earth that he did with his son, which I watched, and I thought it was actually a decent movie. People stated it, people said it was the worst movie they had ever seen in their lives.
Shitting all over that movie, man.
Yo, exactly. And
so
I really don't understand at all. So, make sure you people check out Bright. Leave in the comment section. Tell us what you thought of the movie, because I thought it was a really good movie. And, I really appreciated the acting, the character development, the cinematography, all of the stuff. And I'm kind of like a movie nerd. I thought that stuff was on point. And I thought,
what's funny? Sorry to cut you off. You know what's funny?
Yeah,
like Bright is getting the opposite of what The Last Jedi is getting. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
The fans are enjoying Bright, but the critics are smashing it, And then on the flip side,
that's true. That is
The Last Jedi, the critics are all over saying this is one of the best Star Wars movies ever.
Yeah, it got great
but
reviews,
the fans,
but I'm talking to people, and people are mixed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So listen, I don't really, you guys know how I rock. I don't even rock with critics. I just, whether it's games, movies, whatever, go check out Bright. Let us know what you think. If it's not great, let us know, because I thought it was great. So I thought it was, I don't know if Si's watched it or not, but it's
I will be watching it.
You will be watching it for sure. And let's
like that sci-fi stuff. So
yeah, let's stop with the Will Smith slander. Real quick, before we move on to the next topic, I need to give a special shout out to my pops. Let's go. Hey, this for you, Pops. Now, shout out to Pops. He is a adamant supporter of the podcast. He supports gaming, and he himself, now, granted, he's 65 plus years old. This dude is an OG gamer. He used to make maps for Phantasy Star back in the day, played Battle Axe, played Pong, like original OG gamer. And he's a hardcore gamer. He's played through all From Software games, beat Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Demon Souls. Like, he's a hardcore gamer. Every day he gets up and he plays his games. Now, also, he is ranked worldwide in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Last time I checked, worldwide, he was like, I think 103, and this is about a week ago. He was ranked 103 worldwide, and he was ranked 50th regionally with regard to Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So shout out to Pops. He's an OG gamer, hardcore gamer, and he supports me and Sai, and he supports the family and our gaming and everything. Yeah. So shout out to you, Dad. Appreciate you. Love you. All right.
Quickly, BobbyJSherman has another comment.
Okay.
He said he just watched the new Chappelle stand-up the other day, and the theory is about the same for him, referring to Will Smith.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I kind of agree with that, though, because he was getting bashed for like quitting and doing and like the stuff he says in the stand-up. He was getting bashed for.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Dave Chappelle, Yeah,
who's the GOAT? Let's
just get that out the way. The GOAT show confirmed. I don't want to hear anything about any of the comedic show. Dave Chappelle was the GOAT at the top of his game before he left, and he did not go crazy, for the record. He just needed to take a break, and people slandered him because the less people know, the more they make up. That's a fact. So they slandered him. The new series, I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it was good. From what the people that I talked to, they said it was good. So I guess is Bobby saying that like the critics destroyed it, but people are saying it's good?
It's like social media and like just the media in general. They're like,
okay,
because he's not, politically correct, he's gonna come at you with whatever he's thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So they're trying to like tear him down, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. I agree with that kind of stuff. I'm not Mel Gibson-ish, but like I'm an adamant conspiracy theorist. I really believe there are some underpinning evil forces working against us. Shout out to EA. In any event, shout out to Sherman for being in chat. We're gonna move on and rock out with the main event for this week. This main event, we're gonna talk about Fortnite versus PUBG. Particularly, we're gonna be referencing an article by Patricia Hernandez on Kotaku.com. So shout out to her. She wrote an article on Kotaku.com about 5 reasons I like Fortnite better than PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Now, to be honest with you, I've watched several hours of PlayerUnknown Battleground. I have still yet to play it because I don't have a PC, and also I don't own a trash box. I mean, sorry, Xbox One. The troll is real.
Xbox One X.
The Xbox One XI 1 to the 3rd power. In any event, there's no Xbox slander here. We're just trolling, but we love Xbox. When it was good on 360. In any event, the article on Kotaku by Patricia Hernandez, she talks about the 5 reasons why she prefers Fortnite to PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and she just lists. I'll just review a couple of the pieces inside. You can interject when you want to. She talks about, number 1, the fact that the game works. Fortnite works, and there's some hit detection issues, but other than that, you can kind of log on to the game. The game works. I've heard on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and I'll agree with it too, because Sai and I both have like over 50 hours each on the game for sure, and so I still rocking with it.
Yeah.
I need to get back on it, but the game works. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, there's several issues with it, especially on Xbox One, Xbox One X. People have said it's broken. They continue to get kicked out of games. Stuff will occur that there's no real reason for, with glitches and everything. So that's her first reason. Her second reason, she talks about the game having personality. In the article, it's funny. She talks about being able to fly on pumpkins and throw these bombs that explode and make people dance. And she's like,
I have a love-hate relationship with the flying pumpkin.
that does trigger you. We're talking about the scene when a dude, basically one of his teammates shoots explode at him, which is the flying pumpkin. Back when Halloween, Halloween was, it came out during Halloween. He rides the pumpkin. He snipes a dude on the top of a mountain, and I think he kills another person before he dies. But
as he's riding the pumpkin, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but Patricia Hernandez talks about the fact that she's gonna prefer that over being able to vault in regular clothes in PUBG. So she's very sarcastic. It's a very good article. We'll actually put a link to it in a comment in the information section below the video at the end. She said the third reason she cited, it's built for hijinks. It's meant to be a fun game. There's a lot of hijinks in the game, like the dancing, the bomb that makes people dance that they just released. Instead of being able to fight back, there's a bomb that you can release that makes people dance. It's meant for fun. The fourth reason, she said, it has better bells and whistles. It has all these achievements that you can gather, all these different types of things you can do with it. They're releasing modes. I know, like, for the new year, they released, or around Christmas, they released, 50v50. So they're always upgrading and doing modes. And the last reason she cited as to why Fortnite was better than PUBG, she said, Epic Games have been very responsive with regards to issues in the game, doing different things like that. So I'm gonna have to, the article that she wrote being completely objective, it makes sense to me. Again, I'm biased in the fact that I have not played PUBG, but from what I know that PUBG doesn't have, just as a matter of fact, multiple modes where you can have hijinks, you can do different things. It's kind of like a straightforward battle royale where you play. And I've seen a lot of people on Twitter, shout out to ZG, talked about, people winning because they were on the right side of the circle and they survived. And it's kind of like, I've heard a lot of people complain about PUBG. So that's just from what I've seen. So I really, Fortnite, from our perspective, I can't speak for Sai, but speaking for myself, Fortnite is a lot of fun. I haven't played PUBG, but Fortnite
I haven't played that either. I don't have a PC or the Xbox like you said, but I saw a lot of people playing it, and it seems more serious, and that's not knocking the game, but it's just something about Fortnite that's just has like that fun factor. It's unique. You could do other things. There's a customization.
Oh hell yeah! You can be a knight or you can be a gingerbread man, my guy. Like
it's just.
Who doesn't want to be a gingerbread man? Like for real.
You can hide in a bush with Christmas lights on it during the holidays. Like it's just funny. Yeah, the game's funny. And speaking to that boogie bomb thing, the
boogie bomb.
I forget who was playing it, but they launched this thing, and the player just immediately goes into emote mode and just keeps dancing repeatedly until the bomb wears off.
That's OD.
So basically, this guy he builds floors around the guy dancing and just pops in floor traps, and the guy's dancing on the floor traps until he dies.
Oh my, that's actually, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
So funny, man. It was so funny. But you can't do that in PUBG,
No, hell nah. You can just crazy. Shoot and die.
Shout out to Fly, by the way. He jumping in the chat.
Shout out to Fly like 2016. This man is one of these days, we're going to have Fly on here, and he's going to have to do the intro to our when we get big time, because Fly's big time. When we get big time one of these days, we're going to have Fly in here, and he's going to have to read something or do some type of intro for us. The most unique voice in the history of mankind. This dude is like fact. His voice is legit gold. Like he should be paid for existing. Anyway, let's get back to the podcast now. Shout out to Fly. So we're gonna give you guys some bonus content this week. Hey. So we're gonna dive into the bonus content section, baby. So we're gonna actually talk about sports this week. So for those of you who hate sports, go ahead and unsubscribe. And no, I'm joking. Keep listening. Keep loving it. We're not gonna talk about sports too long, but we're gonna get into sports a little bit because this is the thing. Sai and I are bad at the majority of things in our life, but we are good at gaming and sports. So that's what we're gonna rock with, baby. So we're going to talk about sports this week as a part of our bonus content, and we'll be hitting you with, different bonus content every week, depending on, which way the wind blows or what we decide to do. But for this week, we're going to jump into sports. So, Sai, talk to us about, the first topic, whatever, what's on your mind with regard to sports real quick.
So basically there's a lot of turmoil up in Beantown.
Oh hell yeah! The sky is falling on the dynasty.
The sky is falling. Is the evil empire finally gonna break up? There's a lot of reports that Tom Brady is unhappy with Bill Belichick's decision making, and the basis of the turmoil is Belichick wanted to keep Garoppolo, And if you don't know, Garoppolo was Tom Brady's backup. He was supposed to be, the successor when Tom Brady retires. Tom Brady didn't want Garoppolo here and basically begged Kraft to send him. Kraft is the owner, if you don't know that. Basically send Garoppolo to San Francisco against Bill Belichick's wishes. Yeah. And that started like a internal firestorm. That's somebody, I can't remember the name, but they made a giant article on ESPN about it. And it was interesting to see.
Yeah.
And for me also, personally, being as a Jet fan, I'm loving it. I'm loving every.
Oh hell yeah! Yo, we got it. We got to take our small victories when we can. Yep. So, what precipitated this kind of whole turmoil with regard to Garoppolo? Because Garoppolo, again, like Sai said, he was the backup on the Patriots. Belichick wanted to keep him. Tom Brady wanted him out because he was threatened by Garoppolo. Because Tom Brady wants to play until he's 75 years old, apparently. Yeah. So, good luck with that. So, also, Tom Brady has this personal trainer named Alex Guerrero who's been working with him for years. They're business partners. There's this whole thing called TB12, which is like a training regimen. It's like a philosophy with nutrition, all this kind of stuff. So what's been happening, this guy, Alex Guerrero, has been around the team. And what's funny is the team trainers have opposite views that Alex Guerrero actually has. And players are starting to come to Guerrero because they're feeling like, okay, well, Tom Brady has this guy, so should I use him or should I use the team trainers? So Belichick kind of felt like this was really kind of taken away from the team. So all the way back in September, he started like restricting this guy, Alex Guerrero, from coming to the facility. Like he still allowed him to come, but he couldn't. Yeah. He's no longer on the charter plane to travel with them. So there's a lot of kind of turmoil brewing based on Alex Guerrero being around the team. That's Tom Brady's guy. Versus the team, and also the whole Garoppolo situation, because really, Brady, when it came down to it, the power struggle between Brady and Belichick kind of broke when they got rid of Garoppolo because Belichick wanted him. Brady wanted him gone, and look what happened. Now people are talking about the fact that Belichick, considered by most to be one of the greatest coaches of all time, might be going.
He is, man. He is
to the Giants. So. Here's the reality. As a Jet fan, would I love nothing more for Belichick to go somewhere else? Absolutely. Here's the reality. They have a dynasty together, one of the greatest, if not the greatest dynasty between a relationship between quarterback and head coach of all time. I mean, they have 5 Super Bowls, multiple playoff appearances. They damn near won a division for the last 14 years. I mean, Jesus. Granted, they have the Jets and the Dolphins.
I know.
Let's be honest. But anyway.
It's crazy that we're stuck in that division and we have to deal with them 2, sometimes 3 times if we make the playoffs. It's just annoying seeing those faces, and it's always like, a New England home game. So you start getting sick of the chants,
Hell yeah. So,
but it's like, now it becomes pick your poison. Would you rather him on the Pats? And this is talking about Belichick, or being a Jets fan, seeing him go to the other locker room and becoming the Giants. And because once that happens, you're not going to hear the end of it locally.
Yeah.
It's going to be always the number one story.
Yeah.
The Giants are probably going to start some crazy dynasty because that's what they do. They have their own thing going on, but adding Belichick, giving him the keys to the car is just, or to the castle, I should say, it's going to be crazy.
No,
so
it's
interesting
to
see
really
what happens.
I don't think Belichick will leave. Is he capable? Is he, will the Giants take him in a heartbeat? I mean, you have to.
What would you give up if you're the Giants? What would you give? Because in theory, he's under contract, so they're going to have to do the rare coach trade. They're going to have to trade draft picks and probably money to get Belichick on the Giants. So as the Giants GM and owner, what would you give up to have the GOAT as your coach?
Listen, Beckham confirmed. Nah,
it can't be a player. I found out it cannot be a player.
Oh, word. See, I don't know. I think the Giants are positioned right now. I don't know. That's tough because, I mean, obviously you would give up most, but I don't. The Giants are positioned. The talent that they have offensively and defensively, once they can get the Eli Apple situation figured out, and once they can, if they can legitimize their offensive line and figure out their quarterback situation, I really think they'll have a tremendous opportunity to go deep into the playoffs, if not win the Super Bowl. But I can't honestly say what I would give up. I mean, I guess, you know what? I guess I would give up draft picks because you can acquire your old line.
All right, let me rephrase.
Through free agency.
The Giants, because they were so bad this year, have the number 2 overall pick, and the speculation is they're going to grab Eli's successor. You know,
yeah,
with one of these big time quarterbacks coming out.
Or
do you give away that draft pick to get Belichick?
Well, here's the thing. I would, because here's why.
I would too. Yeah,
because here's the thing, right? If you give up that second round draft pick, because who are you going to take, Rosen or Barkley? You don't really. Do you need a quarterback right now as the Giants? No, you don't. You have Eli, a 2-time winning Super Bowl champion.
And he's got like 2 years left on his contract, I think.
Yeah. And he can get it together. And you have to talk about, people talk about Eli's washed. Here's the reality. And I troll Pac. I troll all the Giants fans. Shout out to Tones and Pac. Here's the reality. Eli is still a good quarterback. Also, you can't really judge his true ability because his offensive line has been horrible.
Trash.
So the Giants are still going to be good. And Eli's still going to have an opportunity once they beef up that O-line. But I'm giving up that second round pick because they can get Saquon Barkley, the running back from Penn State. They can get him later on in the draft. They can also get a quarterback to try to groom, in the second or third round. So I'm giving up.
Tom Brady was a 6th rounder, if I remember correctly.
Seventh. Yeah. So I would definitely give up that draft pick to get Belichick. But here's the thing. I want to see Belichick go because I'm tired of the Patriots winning the division.
I know.
But I don't see are they willing? Is Belichick willing to turn his back on a dynasty? Because here's the reality: the Patriots won the Super Bowl last year. They're going to the Super Bowl this year. Like I don't know. How do you turn your back? Are you going to break up at the apex of your,
Not to cut you off, but just to feed off that, Belichick has a relationship with the Giants, and he's on record saying he wants to coach the Giants at some point. This is possibly the only window he has.
Yeah. No, that may be true. And listen, if he goes to the Giants, they're going to be phenomenal because they have the talent. And the GM, the new GM, I think it's Mike Gettelberg or something, Gettenberg, or that he said, we said, we're not going to turn our back on talent. We're going to right the ship. I've already talked to Odell, meaning the GM of the Giants. And he said, he's an old school guy from Boston. And I really think, I don't know. I could see if Belichick goes to the Giants, man, it's going to be crazy. But here's the thing. If Belichick goes to the Giants, that opens up our way to the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go, Jets.
Hey, let's go.
But anyway, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts to see what happens.
Yeah, it definitely is. The next topic we want to just talk about is we're going to predict. Now, Cy has promised. So if he doesn't follow through, hit him up on Twitter. Cy has promised that he will predict correctly the two teams that will meet in the Super Bowl. Cy, go ahead.
Damn, man.
I just threw you under the bus. We're just going to throw out our predictions for the Super Bowl and who will win. I'm going to pick, I think the two teams that will be in the Super Bowl, I'm going to pick the Chiefs And
they lost yesterday, buddy.
Oh, they lost. Oh,
they lost yesterday, buddy.
Play ball? No, I was just trolling. So yeah, I was gonna pick the Chiefs and the LA Rams, but I guess they both lost yesterday. So, yo, it's a crazy playoff. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. The NFC actually has football teams. The AFC doesn't. So
it's the Patriots and everyone else on the AFC.
Patriots and then the Steelers, who, you know, the Patriots just beat like 3 weeks ago. So I'm at home using the rest. See, here's the thing. When you play against the Patriots, not only are you playing the entire organization, including the people that did Spygate and also deflated the footballs, you're also playing against the referees. So you're playing a team with like thousands of other people. So, I mean, let's be real about the Patriots. Yep. But, you know, out of the AFC, I'm going Patriots just because they're going to go back, like, as a fact.
The only other team that could possibly steal it is the Steelers.
The Steelers and the Patriots are the only two teams in the AFC. Yeah. I mean, what do you like? Jacksonville and
I mean, let's be honest. Is Buffalo gonna do anything?
Oh God,
is Jacksonville gonna do anything?
Yeah, Buffalo limped into the playoffs. Which, listen, shout out to Buffalo because they haven't made the playoffs.
The only real New York team.
Facts. Shout out to Buffalo because they basically haven't made the playoffs since they failed 4 times on the world stage. Anyway, shout out to Buffalo. I don't know, you know, I'm going with Steelers and Patriots to go to the AFC Championship. And then NFC-wise, listen, I have a feeling Matty Ryan ain't playing no games. And here's the thing about the Atlanta Falcons. They were in a Super Bowl last year. They got embarrassed. You know, that happens.
Big time.
I think Matty Ryan is hungry, and I think they might have a good shot of actually going back. But I like their
chances. I like their chances. I'm going to agree with the Pats being in the Super Bowl this year. Unless, you know, Big Ben can pull off a miracle with Brown if he's healthy. But
it's going to have to be a miracle. And that's another thing. Brown is Brown out? He's out with an ankle,
right? He's banged up. I think he might be okay for the next game, which I think is next weekend, but we'll see.
Okay.
I don't know, man. On the NFC, it's a toss-up because Casey Keenum and the Vikings are lighting up the field, which is a shock in itself.
Shout out to the Vikings. You know what? I think, damn.
And then how do you say, you know, Matty Ice is killing it in Atlanta. You know, they're hungry.
Yeah.
But there's a little guy in a place called New Orleans called Drew Brees. He might have something to say about that.
I heard of that Drew Brees guy. I think he might have won a Super Bowl and been like a top 5 quarterback for the last like 15 years in the league.
I'm saying, man. So I don't know.
But what about Killer Cam? What about Killer Cam though?
Man, that team was so up and down this year. It's hard.
Yeah.
Because any Sunday, you know, Cam can throw 5 touchdowns and run for 4. He's like,
hell yeah.
The guy's a beast. But will the defense hold up against Drew Brees and Matty Ice?
Yeah,
you know,
that's the issue, right? Because Cam doesn't play defense, so they're going to have to. Even though shout out to Luke Kuechly, a middle linebacker on the Panthers, is a beast. Yo, real quick, can we talk about the fact that Marcus Mariota, quarterback from the Tennessee Titans, threw a touchdown pass to himself?
Dude,
like that was one of the greatest plays I've ever seen.
Now, in the fantasy world, is that a double touchdown in points? How do you score that one? He threw for a touchdown and received for a touchdown. How do you score that one?
So, bro, hold on. That's like, okay, he throws, he and I think it was like 10 yards. So that's 1 point. He threw it. He caught it. That's a point for a reception. So that's 2 points. Then he threw a touchdown. So that's 7 points. And then he scored a touchdown, which is another 7 points. So you're looking at 6. Yo, this man just scored 25 points on one play, bro.
It's ridiculous.
That is crazy. That is crazy. So, all in all, our predictions, I'm going with. Who you going with? Sorry, who you going with?
Nah, I'm just gonna say. I think it's gonna be New Orleans and the Patriots.
All right. I got the Patriots, and then I'm gonna go.
You think there's gonna be that?
Oh man,
the return of the
Falcons. I'm going Falcons. I'm going Falcons.
Be the rerun.
Yo, here's why. I really think Matty Ice. People are knocking the Falcons because they kind of limped in. They were the wild card. I think Matty Ice is hungry for that title, and I really the defense.
I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it. I would not be surprised.
On Atlanta, from the middle linebackers to the secondary, they really stepped up their game. The last 2 weeks, they've been locked down on defense. I think Matty Ryan meets Tom Brady again, and I think Atlanta goes up by 25. And then no, let me stop, Joe. I think it'll be Atlanta and Patriots, and then I mean, who you got winning the Super Bowl? And don't say Patriots because I'll have to revoke your Jet fandom. Go ahead.
In spite, it's probably going to be the Patriots because of all the turmoil. But I want to see Drew Brees get another one. I feel like he deserves it. And Matty Ice, if they do make it, I would want them to get a little redemption because last year was just ridiculous. They didn't even show up.
Yeah, it was. I'm predicting. I think. Here's the thing. I think Patriots will win. That was
like the Patriots going up against the Florida Gators. Thoughts?
Wow. This Ohio State salt. Hey, bro, listen. Make sure you guys watch the college football championship. Alabama versus Ohio State. Oh wait, Ohio State didn't make the playoffs. Nah, but shout out to college football. That's actually my true passion. Alabama versus Georgia, Monday night, 8:00. I think it's ABC or C. I'm not sure what channel, but ABC, I think. Make sure you watch that game. It's going to be a crazy game. The SEC, it just means more. Sai? So
oh my God,
dude.
Big shout out to Ohio. Where it's at, man. Big Ten's where it's at.
Yeah, Big Ten, baby. Shout out to Michigan. Great job with Harbaugh. In any event, so even though they beat us, but whatever. We had a down year. We got like 25 players arrested on the Florida Gators. But anyway, we're gonna move on. Hope you guys like the bonus content or the bonus content.
That was fun. I like that.
Yeah, that was tight. So we threw it in there for you. We'll be giving you guys more bonus content as the weeks continue. Let's move forward real quick. Just a couple of deals. Sai, hit us with PSN is back with a vengeance with these games that are free. So
I feel like they were stale for the last couple months, which is shocking because of the holidays. You'd think it was a perfect time to release, big titles for free. But this month they have the Batman Telltale series and Deus Ex. So those are both free. All you got to do is just log in with your PS Plus account and just click download.
Yeah, hell yeah. And we'll be, Sai and I will definitely be downloading those two games as soon as we get them with the podcast. Also, here's what I think. I think the free games have been trashed the last couple months because they assume people were buying games for the holidays. So I think that's the reasoning, why they did that. Real quick, just read some quick deals. These are kind of, games that are on the fringes. Some people like them, some people don't. Diablo 3, $30. Tekken 7, $46. Dark Souls 3, $21. Disgaea 5, Alliance of Vengeance for all the nerds out there, $16. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, $10. Firewatch is $8. Batman Arkham VR, for those people who, people who bought VR, $12. And then there's a bunch of Resident Evil games that are also on sale. We reach the end of the show, so we're going to rock with these outros. Sai, go ahead and drop your outro, Playboy.
Just real quick, shout out to all those live chatters, man. I see you.
Oh, hell yeah, baby. Yeah, we had some live
coming in.
Shout out to let's shout them out real quick. So we got Bobby Sherm.
We had Bobby Sherm. Shout out to Fly Life and shout out to Gaming Show. Gaming Show coming in saying he's new. So I appreciate you stopping by and checking us out.
Yo, Gaming Show, appreciate you, bro. So shout out to Sherm, Gaming Show, Fly Life, and a special shout out to my boy Heidel.
Yo, Heido fucking basic.
Hey, Heido basic, baby. Special shout out to Pop. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Hardcore gamer.
Yeah, and the Friday Night Crew, man.
Oh, Friday Night Crew. You know, Pac, Tone, Shanta,
Pillows.
G-Dubs, Pillows. Logging off too early now. You know, Cantankerous, all those guys.
Yes, sir. You can again, you can catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Scythex, and if you want any updates with the stream news and podcast news, you catch me on Twitter with /Scythex_.
Hell yeah. And you can hit me up on Twitter at Trigun4848 or hit me up on twitch.tv /Trigun411. Now, we're going to try to rock with the podcast every 2 weeks minimum. We may even go weekly depending on what we're doing and what we're trying to figure out. Both of us have busy schedules, so we're trying to, get it all done. Other than that, we really appreciate the support. Yo, go ahead.
Real quick, we are approved and live on Apple iTunes, so don't forget to. Hey, there it is. Don't forget, if you want to listen in the car and not use data, you can now download the podcast through the podcast app on your iPhone.
So go to your iPhone.
Yeah, all you got to do is just go to the Apple Store. If you don't have the podcast app, you download it. It's a purple icon with circles and an eye in the middle. And then as soon as you log into that with your account, you will have a search, and you just search for Friday Night Gaming Podcast, and you'll see us pop right up.
Yeah, and when we pop up, you're going to see this thing called Podomatic, and it's kind of a cool, like, orangey type of background. It's Podomatic Friday Night Gaming Podcast, and click on the one that says Podomatic, and you can download or listen to them. I think you can stream them, right? So you can stream them.
Yep,
or you can download
or download. Yep,
on iTunes. So if you have Apple, based products, you can check us out there. All right, we're done. Hey, shout out to everybody that came through, and this has been Friday Night Gaming Podcast, episode 4.
Episode 4 in the bag.
Let's get it, baby. Hey, tell your friends about us, and we'll catch you guys in 2 weeks. We out.
We out.